Hey everyone, Emma here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing all of you another video. Today's video is going to be my response to Richard McCook's video thread, 10 final questions for vinyl community VC video makers or content creators, whatever you want to call it. He had created this thread about a month and a half ago, and I know that this video is going up pretty late, but I did have every intention on making a response to this video when it first came out, and I just never found the time. So I'm finally getting around to it, so sorry for the late response, but better late than never in my opinion. But Richard came up with 10 more questions, or in this case 10 final questions for vinyl community video makers. I participated in the one that he posted like a year or so ago, so I'll link that down below if you're interested. But I always love these questions. It's always fun to kind of think and talk about, hear different responses, and kind of share my own. So we're gonna go through this 10 questions, 10 final questions for vinyl community video makers. Number 1, do you ever struggle to come up with ideas for videos? I would have to say sometimes, not all the times. There are times where I have like 10 different video ideas running through my head. The biggest problem for me is finding time to create those videos, especially during the school year when I'm teaching. There's just really not any downtime, and then the breaks come and then the breaks go. But summer is usually, which is when I'm doing this one, right? Summer is usually when I have the time to sit down and do it. So to answer the question, do I struggle to come up with ideas for videos? Sometimes, but most of my struggle comes from the time. Number 2, if purchasing subscribers was an option, would you partake? No. Number 3, do you like to mention how much you paid for your records? It just depends. It's not about liking to mention or not liking to mention. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. Sometimes I like using it, especially in my like earlier videos where I used to do kind of like my thrift store record finds and dollar store record finds. Usually I shared like, right, I paid like $1 or $2 because it was like such a great deal. And it was basically part of that video, right? $1 records. Look at what I found. So that would be the only time that I really think that I mention how much I pay. Sometimes I might mention in other kind of vinyl haul videos about something maybe being overpriced or something being a great deal, but it doesn't really bother me I don't really think about it one way or the other. So there you go. Number 4, are there genres of music you really don't like and would never show on your channel? I would say not really. If you've been watching me, you know that my music taste is literally all over. If it sounds good, it sounds good. I will listen to anything from heavy metal to blues to folk to rock to pop to country sometimes. I would say that like I'm not a huge country fan. I'm not a huge heavy metal fan. I'm not a huge like metalcore fan, but I do find songs and artists that I generally enjoy. So there's not a genre of music that I would never show on my channel. There just may be certain genres that I don't really show a lot of. So I would say those are like your country, heavy metal, stuff like that. On the flip side, the ones that I show the most of are probably blues, power pop, rock, that sort of thing. Number 5, when watching other people's videos, do you ever flick through the video until you find an artist shown that you like? No. The reason why is because the vinyl community, to me personally, is kind of like an educational tool, right? To learn about new music, new artists, new bands, maybe learn something about a band that I already know. So I wouldn't say that I flick through the videos to find an artist that I like. It's more so on the flip side, right? I like to see albums and bands and hear stories about artists that I don't really know a lot about. So I would say no, I don't really flick through the video to do that. Number 6, what are your thoughts on shorts? I really no comment. I don't use them. I don't really watch them to be honest. If you post them, I probably am not watching them, but they don't bother me if you make shorts. That's kind of all I have, just kind of no comment. I don't use them, I don't know them. That's about it. Number 7, do you use the community tab for polls? Not for polls. I sometimes sporadically use the community tab to post pictures of different really, cool things that I think my viewers would enjoy. Like most recently was the impromptu vinyl community meetup at Riverbend. I thought that that was cool. I've posted pictures of Cheap Trick concerts or meet and greets and things in the past, but I really don't use it for polls. Most of my like general updates in the music world and in my world are usually posted on Instagram at eightvinyllow. It's not really posted on YouTube. YouTube, I just generally focus strictly on putting up videos. So that's that. Number 8, is there anything about your own videos you don't like? Me. For someone that hates listening to themselves and watching themselves on a camera, this is the most bizarre side hobby that I could have chose for myself. But I love it. It's weird, but I love it. Number 9, is there anything about other people's videos you don't like? Final question, number 10. If you were to stop making videos, would you A, shut down the channel completely, B, keep the videos live, or C, make the videos private? And would you make an announcement that you would no longer be making videos? I would probably keep them live. The reason why I make it is for fun. I don't really see a need to make them private or shut it down. I'd probably just keep it live and active for whoever wants to watch. Would I make an announcement? No, I'd probably just disappear and never come back. So there's not a plan to stop. There's not a plan like, 5 years from now I'm going to be done. There's no plan. I'm just going to make videos as long as I have something to say and something to contribute, that I think I have something to contribute anyway. And as long as I'm having fun, that's what it's all about. And I love interacting with you guys and doing this. It's been a total blast. I've been doing this for probably 4 or 5 years now, and I still get a kick out of it, being able to sit down and talk to a camera, not watch myself, right? But talk to you guys and have you watch and talk music and have that discussion. So I enjoy every second of it. But would I make an announcement? No. I don't think I would. So that's all for this video, everybody. Thank you to Richard McCook for coming up with 10 final questions for vinyl community video makers. Like I said, I love when these type of threads go around. I love hearing different responses as well as participating and sharing kind of my thoughts on each of the questions. But that is all I have for this video. I hope that all of you are doing well, and I will see you all for my next video. Bye, guys.